Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Elan's Fictional Sports Universe for this exciting Game 5 of our Fictional Sports Universe World Series featuring the Washington Nationals, the now three-time reigning NL pennant champions, taking on the new AL pennant champions, the Cleveland Indians. So first up, let's go ahead and go through the lineups for the teams. First, the batting order for the visiting Washington Nationals, winners of Game 2 and Game 4. Trey Turner will be the leadoff man. Chris Heisley making his first start of the series. However, he did get an exciting pinch hit single back in Game 1. Daniel Murphy, the second baseman, will bat third. Bryce Harper, the right fielder, will bat cleanup. Anthony Rendon will bat fifth. Matt Wieters, the catcher, bats sixth. Clinton Robinson, the DH, will bat seventh. And Michael A. Taylor will bat eighth, with Ryan Zimmerman batting ninth. For the homestanding Cleveland Indians, their defensive lineup goes as follows. Michael Brantley over in left field. Austin Jackson making his return from the injured list. He was the hero in Game 1 for the Indians by hitting that two-run shot in the top of the ninth over in Washington. And now he returns after coming off of the injured list of this series after sustaining a minor injury back in Game 2. Lonnie Chisenhall goes to right field. Jose Ramirez plays third base. Jason Kipnis at second. Carlos Santana will be manning the one bag. And Francisco Lindor as the shortstop. Battery featuring Yan Gomes being caught by Corey Kluber. It is a absolute showdown of the aces for both of these championships teams. Kluber in the series thus far is a 1.5 ERA, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 5 walks, and 6 strikeouts. So we are ready to get that started, but before we get going with the game, let's go ahead and make some pretty quick announcements. November is my birthday, so this month I will be getting some disposable income, and with that income, I plan on purchasing the team set for the 2017 Premier League for Classic Soccer by ASG Games. So we're going to have our soccer league going, and we're going to put the pause on our football league right now because I've seen a lot of videos of the new Action PC football, and I really like what I'm seeing. So I'm going to be purchasing that with the 2018 projection set. That is the game plan there. So also, I just recently ordered, and this isn't for this channel. I'm trying to start a business of my own after graduating from broadcasting school to do a business focusing on streaming high school sports here in my local area. And I bought 2 really nice broadcast headsets. So hopefully that'll help with the sound quality of these videos as well. Once again, the primary use of those will be for my business, but since I have the soundboard and I'm doing YouTube as well, might as well use those just to kind of practice with what I play with, you know. All right, so we're ready to get this one started. Lead it off for the Nationals. Trey Turner in the World Series. He's got a 133 average, no homers and no RBIs. Here comes the pitch by Kluber. And Turner, fly ball into center right field. Austin Jackson, doesn't take long for him to get in the game as he ranges over and makes the grab for out number 1. So the Indians are glad to have him back for sure, as Chris Heisley making his first start in the World Series, however, had a double that led to an RBI to make the game interesting back in Game 1 in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch to Heisley from Kluber. This on ground ball along the third base line, past Ramirez for a base hit. So Chris Heisley gets Ramirez to make a poor play, and now he's on. Here's Daniel Murphy, 285. No homers, no RBIs. Pitch to Murphy. That one, ground ball along the first base line, picked up by Santana. Santana to Lindor for 1. Back to Santana for the 2. Gets the double play, no problem. So we are through 1/2 inning. Or sorry, no, he didn't beat Murphy. He did not beat Murphy, so we're still going with Bryce Harper with a runner on first. Harper, 214 with 1 homer and 2 RBIs. That homer came back in game 1, so we're still waiting to see him emerge. Pitch to Harper. Kluber strikes him out to end the inning. So after 1/2, it's Cleveland nothing, or Washington nothing. Cleveland will now do the damage behind the plate. Let's look at the batting order for the Cleveland Indians. Jose Ramirez, the third baseman, will bat first. Jason Kipnis, the second baseman, will bat second. Francisco Lindor, the shortstop, bats third. Austin Jackson, the shortstop, will bat cleanup, with Carlos Santana, the first baseman, batting fifth. Edwin Encarnacion, a huge guy that could be considered the MVP should Cleveland win this one. This would be also the second World Series ring for Encarnacion in 2 years, as he won back in 2016 with the Toronto Blue Jays over these same Washington Nationals in 6 games. He bats sixth. Lonnie Chisenhall, the right fielder, will bat seventh. Michael Brantley, the left fielder, will bat eighth. And Jan Gomes, the catcher, will bat ninth. Now for the defensive alignment for the visiting Washington Nationals. Chris Heisley over in left field. Michael Taylor in center field. And Bryce Harper in right field. That looks like the strongest outfield that the Nationals have put up yet. You have Heisley over there at 8 with an arm of 2. Taylor in center at 8 with an arm of 5, and Harper at 6 with an arm of 8. In the infield, you have Rendon at third, Murphy at 6, and Zimmerman at first. All of them are 6s. And then you have Turner. Trey Turner is the shortstop at a 4. Battery featuring Mike Wieters, catching Max Scherzer. Wieters with a 7 range with a 6 arm, Scherzer with a 6 range. And Max Scherzer in the World Series, 3.86 ERA. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits. He's allowed 1 homer, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. They're batting .235 against him. Jose Ramirez comes on. He's 187 with no homers and no RBIs to begin the first inning, as he's taking his time walking in to the batter's box, getting ready to kick this one off. And the pitch by Scherzer. This one, fly ball, deep right field. Harper all the way back to the track, makes the grab for out number 1. So Harper does his best there to keep things level. All right, here comes Jason Kipnis, who's 133 for the series. He does have 1 home run. Remember, we lost our stats between games 3 and 4 for some strange reason. And no homers, or 1 homer and 1 RBI. Pitch to Kipnis. And a ground ball headed towards Daniel Murphy. It's past him. Harper has to make it up, and Kipnis is on with a single. Kipnis is a danger on the base paths, let me tell you. As Francisco Lindor will come up 333 with no homers and 1 RBI. Pitch to Lindor. Nope, Kipnis is going to go. Throw by Wieters. In time to catch Kipnis stealing, and it's 2 down for Lindor. The 0-1 from Scherzer. Walks him. So Lindor works a walk on Scherzer, and now here comes Austin Jackson, who hit that homer in game 1 to make things interesting, or to give them the win in game 1. Ground ball, Turner to Zimmerman, and they go bang, bang, bang here in the first inning. So after 1 complete, we got no score. Rendon, Wieters, and Robinson do it for the Nationals right now. Rendon batting .230 with 1 homer and 3 RBIs right now. Pitch to Rendon. Strikes him out. So that's strikeout number 2 for Kluber today. Just a reminder, Game 6 will be Saturday night around 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then, if necessary, Game 7 Sunday night around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Pitch to Wieters. Fly ball, center right field. Chisenhall ranging over, should make the play pretty easily for out number 2. Here comes Clint Robinson, the designated hitter, still looking for his first hit of the series. Pitch to Robinson. Robinson, ground ball right at Kipnis. Kipnis is going to make the play pretty easily to retire the side. So we're off to the bottom of the second. It's 0-0 with Santana, Encarnacion, and Chisenhall 2 up for the Indians. Carlos Santana, 307, 2 homers and 5 RBIs, including the game-winning double back in an exciting Game 3 when they came back from a 5-0 hole. Pitch to Santana. That one, ground ball at Scherzer. It's past him, up the middle for a base hit. Santana's on, and now here comes Edwin Encarnacion. Check these numbers out. 428 with 1 homer and 5 RBIs. All those came in Game 3, where the Washingtons put up 5 unanswered runs in the first inning. Pitch to Encarnacion. Struck him out. So now here comes Chisenhall with 1 down. Chisenhall, 214 with a homer and an RBI. Pitch to him. This one hit right into left field for a base hit. So now here comes Brantley with 1 down. Brantley batting 100 with 2 RBIs. Runners on first and second. Pitch by Scherzer. Brantley, ground ball along the third base line. Rendon picks it up. Gets 1. Over to Murphy for 2. Over to Zimmerman. I think that's a double play. So it would have been a triple play, but they didn't need it. Rendon could have really just stepped on the bag at third. That would have been out number 1, then back to second for 2, but I'm not going to criticize. It worked. So we're off to the third. It's still 0-0. 2 runs, no hits. Or two hits, no runs, no errors. And it'll be Taylor, Zimmerman, and Turner due up for the Nationals. Comes the pitch to Taylor, who's batting 272 with a homer and 4 RBIs in the series so far. And he strikes out. So strikeout number 3 for Corey Kluber. Here comes Zimmerman, batting 0-7-1. However, he hit the home run that helped them win and come from behind yesterday to tie up the series. Pitch to Zimmerman. This one, fly ball into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Lightly hit, and now Zimmerman is on. And we have an injury. Oh, no. Brantley tosses back to Zimmerman has turned his ankle on the run, but he will stay in the game. They're stretching him out, walking around, so Zimmerman's okay. And now here comes Trey Turner, who's 0 for 1. Turner flew to deep left center last time. And they're going to throw to check on Zimmerman with the injured ankle. He does have a chance to go, but I doubt it. Pitch to Turner. Fly ball, center field. Jackson and Lindor both chasing in. It'll be Jackson who gets it for out number 1. Or out number 2, sorry. And now here comes Chris Heisley, who's 333 in the series thus far. Pitch to Heisley. That one, line drive into left field. Lindor makes the grab. What a play by Lindor, who pulls that away. So we're off to the bottom of the third. It's still no score. And it'll be Gomes, Ramirez, and Kipnis due up for the Tribe. We got ourselves a bit of a pitcher's duel. Every game this series has been something crazy. Game 1 was a minor come-from-behind victory. Game 2 was a pretty good domination by the Nationals. Game 3 was an absolute classic. And Game 4 yesterday was a good come-from-behind victory for the Nationals after losing a heartbreaking Game 3. So what will Game 5 be? As Gomes strikes out, and that is the second strikeout for Scherzer. Here comes Ramirez. He's 0 for 1. Flew out to deep right field down the line. Pitch to Ramirez. This one, line drive into left field. Heisley makes the grab for out number 2. Hit right at Heisley. Here comes the pitch to Kipnis, who's 1 for 1. And he strikes him out. Strikeout number 3 for Scherzer. So now We go to the 4th inning. Still nothing on the board. Daniel Murphy due up. He's 0 for 1. It'll be Murphy, Harper, Rendon for the Nationals. He grounded out to first, but that put Heisley on second. Pitch to Murphy. This one, line drive right. Past Kipnis for a base hit. So now here comes Harper. 0 for 1. He struck out in the first. Pitch by Kluber. Harper gets a hold of that one. Pops it high into center left field. Jackson with a beat on it. Makes the grab as Murphy will retreat back to first. So 1 down, and here comes Anthony Rendon. Rendon, his last at bat in the second, struck out. Pitch by Kluber. That one, ground ball, hopping along the third base line. Ramirez picks it up, fires to first for out number 2. That'll move Murphy over to second with Matt Wieters due up. He's 0 for 1. He's got 4 RBIs in this one, though. He flew out to deep right center. Pitch to Kluber. Nope. Murphy's going to start going. And he strikes him out. So now we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. It'll be Lindor, Jackson, and Santana due up for the Indians. An absolute pitcher's duel here in Cleveland at Progressive Park. Pitch to Lindor. That one, fly ball, left center field. Taylor ranges over, makes the grab, and makes a great jumping play to get that catch. Here comes Austin Jackson. Pitch to Jackson. That one, line drive into left field. It hit that one, hops the wall. Picked up by Harper. Harper fires to second. It's going to be close. And he's there with a double. So here comes Santana, who's 1 for 1 with a single into center last time. Pitch to Santana. That one, fly ball. Right field. Harper makes the grab. Jackson goes back to second. Is he going to test Harper's arm? He is. Throw to third. Not in time. Jackson's safe, and he's 90 feet away from putting the Indians up by 1. And it's Edwin Encarnacion with 2 down. Can he make the play happen? He's 0 for 1 today. Pitching Encarnacion. Strikes him out. And Scherzer makes a clutch pitch to keep this a no-score game on the side of Cleveland. We're headed to the 5th. No runs. Robinson, Taylor, and Zimmerman due up for the Nationals. Kluber looking pretty strong. He could go up to 125, and he's only thrown 70 pitches thus far. Pitch to Robinson. This one, fly ball into left field. Brantley ranges back, makes the grab at the track for out number 1. Here comes Michael Taylor, who's 0 for 1. Struck out in the 3rd. And he may have stricken out again. No, they walked him. So the go-ahead run is now on for the Nationals. Zimmerman, who's 1 for 1. But it hit a single between Lindor and Ramirez last time up. Taylor on the run. Throw by Gomes. Taylor's been very active on the base paths of this World Series. He stole 2 yesterday. Throw to second. Not in time. So he stole 2 yesterday after being caught twice in Game 3. Pitch by Kluber to Zimmerman. And that one's past Gomes. It was a wild pitch on Kluber, and now Taylor's 90 feet away with 1 out. A 1-1 from Kluber to Zimmerman. Strikes him out. So 2 down with Trey Turner up. He's 0 for 2, looking for his first RBI. He's flown out both times. Pitch to Turner. Turner, fly ball, center field. Jackson back to the warning track, makes the grab, and the Indians avoid a run there. So going in to the bottom of the 5th through 4.5, it's 0-0. A pitcher's duel here at Progressive Park. Scherzer has been great. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, or 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Chisenhall is 1 for 1. Pitch to Chisenhall. This on ground ball along the third base line. Picked up by Rendon. Rendon, long throw for the out. Gets it done to Zimmerman. Here comes Michael Brantley, who's 0 for 1. Grounded to third last time. What will he do now? This one. Center field. Taylor camped out under it. Makes the grab for out number 2. Here comes Yan Gomes. He was a godsend for them in the playoffs. Was the offensive leader there. And now he's still looking for that first World Series hit. Pitch to Gomes. Strikes him out. So we're going to the 6th. 0-0. Kluber and Scherzer matching each other pitch for pitch. Kluber has thrown 92 pitches through how many innings? 5 innings of work. He'll face Heisley, Murphy, and Harper. Heisley strikes out. Oh, it's a drop strike picked up by Gomes. Fires to Santana for outs. The out. There goes Murphy. He's 1 for 2. 6 strikeouts for Kluber. Pitch to Murphy. This one, fly ball into center field. Jackson ranges over, makes the grab for out number 2. Here's Harper, who's 0 for 2. He needs to get it going. Pitch by Kluber to Harper. Walks Harper, so Harper will get on base. So here comes Rendon. He's 0 for 2 with 2 down. Pitch to Rendon. This one, ground ball on the third base line. Past Ramirez. Harper gets the second. And Rendon at first. And now you've got trouble on the base pass. Harper likely to go to third. Rendon could start it as well. We could see a double steal here. Pitch to Wieters. Strikes him out. In the inning. Clutch pitching by Kluber and clutch pitching by Scherzer. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th. Halfway through. 0-0. Scherzer and Kluber matching each other stroke for stroke. What a game this is turning into. It'll be Ramirez, Kipnis, and Lindor for the Indians as Scherzer delivers. Fly ball, left field. Heisley ranging over to make the grab, and he'll do just that for out number 1. Here comes Kipnis, who's 1 for 2. This one, line drive into shallow right field, gets down for a base hit. So Kipnis is on. He is a danger to go. Scherzer throws back to first to check on Kipnis. Scherzer now delivers. Nope, there goes Kipnis on the run. Throw by Wieters is wide. It's into center field. Kipnis goes to third, and now with 1 down, everything changes for Lindor. It's all about getting it into the outfield to score the run. Pitch to Lindor. This one into right field. Harper back to the track. That is going to score Lindor. Kipnis as Harper makes the catch. Kipnis runs back to third. Tags up. Throw by Harper. This actually could be a play. He is safe. And the Indians have a 1-0 lead. And Lindor does exactly what he needs to do to get the Indians on the board. Here's Austin Jackson, who's 1 for 2. With 2 down. Jackson strikes out. So Kluber will take the ball here in the top of the 7th. He'll face Robinson, Taylor, and Zimmerman, and now a lead for the Indians. Robinson, who's 0 for 2, still looking for that first World Series hit. This one. Blooper to Lindor at shortstop. Lindor fires to Santana. Robinson hurrying, but it's not going to be enough. Easy out number 1. And there's going to be a new pitcher coming in for the Indians, Brian Shaw. Shaw, 18 ERA, has pitched 1 inning in this World Series, allowed 3 hits, 3 strikeouts. They're batting .500 against him. So Taylor will adjust, and the pitch. This one, ground ball right at Shaw. Shaw picks it up, fires over to first for out number 2. So now here comes Zimmerman, who's 1 for 2. If they ever needed a solo shot from the man, it's now. Here comes the pitch to Zimmerman. Struck him out. And we are stretching here in Cleveland. Oh, not bad. Hold on 1 second. Options, preference, ballpark image. Let's change this thing to night because the World Series games need to end at night. Pitch to Santana. Here in the bottom of the 7th. This one into shallow right field. Harper makes the play for out number 1. Here's Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 2 today. Scherzer delivers. Walks Encarnacion. So now here comes Chisenhall, who's 1 for 2. His lone hit was back in the 2nd when he lined a single to left center. Chisenhall. This one, Hopper along the first base line, picked up by Zimmerman. Zimmerman takes it to the bag himself. I don't know. Yep, takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. Or out number 2. That's a little confusing. Scherzer about to throw pitch 101 to Brantley, who's 0 for 2. Encarnacion going on the pitch. This one, ground ball. Hit into right field. Zimmerman can't make the play. And Harper holds the ball. Encarnacion runs for home. Throw by Harper is in time for the out to gun him down at home. So we now go to the top of the 8th. It's a 1-0 ball game. It's Turner, Heisley, and Murphy due up for the Nationals. Brian Shaw will stay in there. Turner looking for his first hit of the game. This one hit into shallow right field, so he's got his first hit. So the tying run is on, and now Jeff Manship will come in for the Indians. Heisley 1 for 3. He got a single back in the 1st. Turner going on the pitch. Turner trying to get into scoring position. Gomes throws. It is not in time. Turner is safe at 2nd and in scoring position. Pitch to Heisley. Heisley, line drive, deep fly ball into left field, gone! Chris Heisley does it again for the Washington Nationals, and now they have taken a 2-1 lead. An absolute moonshot. And it's now 2-1 Washington here in the top of the 8th. 342-foot homer to Murphy. Or now Murphy with nobody down. A big chance here for the Nationals. Manship shakes it off. He has only thrown 2 pitches, and one of them got blasted into the left field bleachers. Pitch to Murphy. That one up the middle for a base hit. So Murphy's on, and now here's Harper. Pitch to Harper. Harper, fly ball into right field. Chisenhall makes the grab for out number 1. Murphy goes back to first. So Harper is now 0 for 3. For the longest time in the World Series, when this Washington Nationals team has played, they have gone how Harper has gone. Well, if that was the case, they should have been swept by now. But now it looks like the Nationals are looking to take a 3-2 lead, shifting the series back to Washington on Saturday night. Pitch to Rendon. And he walks it. Murphy now will move over to scoring position. And the top of the 8th look like it could be the Nationals. Matt Wieters, who's 0 for 3. Pitch to Wieters. This one, ground ball. Picked up by Lindor. Lindor, or by Kipnis. Kipnis to Lindor for 1. Over to Santana for 2. Double play at the end of the inning. So a great job there as we move to the bottom of the 8th. And it's now 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. 2-1 Washington through 7.5. Bottom of the 8th will feature Gomes, Ramirez, and Kipnis. And Lindor if the innings extended. Pitch to Gomes. This one, fly ball, center right field. Taylor ranging over. Back to the track. It is gone. We're all tied up. Gomes with a single home run to tie the game up here in the bottom of the 8th. And Scherzer gives up a 407-foot moonshot to Gomes. Cleared for landing in the center right field, left field bleachers. Here comes Jose Ramirez. And Gomes gets his first World Series hit, and that's a big one. This one, ground ball. Hit right at Daniel Murphy. Murphy over to Zimmerman for out number 1. Makes you wonder, what are the Nationals doing leaving Scherzer in there? Here comes Kipnis, who's 2 for 3, which means we will see Lindor. Strikes him out. And now Lindor is 0 for 1 with 2 RBIs in the World Series. Pitch to Lindor. That one. Fly ball. Left field. Heisley to the track. Caught. In the inning. So Cody Allen will now come in to pitch in the top of the 9th to try to hold the Nationals. We could be heading for our second extra inning games in 3 days, folks. Cody Allen in the World Series, 0 ERA, has pitched 1 inning, has 1 save and 2 strikeouts, and that's it. Pitch to Rendon. Rendon, fly ball into left field or right field. Chisenhall ranging over, makes the grab at the foul line for out number 1. Here's Michael Taylor, who's 0 for 2. And the pitch. That one, line drive along the third base line. Beautiful grab by Ramirez. Ramirez over to Santana. 2 down. And now here's Zimmerman, who's 1 for 3. His 1 hit was a single back in the 3rd. Pitch to Zimmerman. This one, fly ball, center field. Jackson ranges over, should make the play, and he does. So we're off to the bottom of the 9th, and they're going to let Scherzer keep going. I don't know about that. This could be a death nail for the Nationals if this backfires and the Indians take a 3-2 series going back to Washington. Scherzer needs to get 3 outs. He's facing Jackson, Santana, and Encarnacion. Scherzer is still in there. We'll see what happens. Pitched by Jackson. Or pitch to Jackson, who hit a home run to win game 1. This one, line drive into left field. Jackson, the winning run is on. He's digging for 2. Throw by Taylor is in time for the double, and now they're going to bring in Felipe Riverio. So the winning run is in scoring position. Here comes Santana. Pitch to Santana. This one, fly ball into center field. Taylor ranging over, makes the grab for out number 1. And Jackson will go back to second. Will he dig for 3? He will. Throw to third base to beat him. He is not in time, and the winning run is 90 feet away with 1 down. And here comes Edwin Encarnacion, who can get a game-winning RBI here. Everyone is moved in. The squeeze play, the pitch. Strikes out Encarnacion when they needed that. 2 down to Chisenhall. They're looking for any out they can get. And they're going to walk Chisenhall. Here comes Brantley, who's 1 for 3. The pitch to Brantley. Strikes him out, and we're headed to extra innings in game 5. So Allen will come back in. He'll face Turner, Heisley, and Murphy for the Nationals. So Turner, who is 1 for 4, his last hit came in the 8th. So he must be feeling pretty good about that. The pitch to Turner. This one, fly ball, right field, forget about it! Home run, Trey Turner puts the Nationals up here in the top of the 10th. A solo shot into the upper deck. A 336-foot blast, and now here's Chris Heisley, who hit a 2-run homer down the left field line his last time up to put the Nationals on top, 2-1. Now it's 3-2 Washington. Pitch to Heisley. Strikes him out. Now here comes Murphy, who's 2 for 4. He got a single back in the 8th, so he's feeling pretty good about himself too. Murphy, fly ball. Center right field, back to the track. Caught by Jackson. So Jackson does that, and now here's Harper, who's 0 for 3. Harper struggling in this World Series. He's batting 176, 1 homer and 2 RBIs. Pitch to Harper. Walks him. So another run on for the Nationals, and now Dan Otero will come in to relieve Cody Allen. Otero, 0-1 record in the World Series through 1 inning pitched, 3 hits, 1 homer, a walk, and a strikeout. They're batting .429 off him. Rendon, 1 for 3. His last 2 at-bats was in the 6th and the 8th. Grounded a single in the 8th and walked in the, or grounded a single in the 6th and walked in the 8th. Pitch to Rendon. Harper on the move. This one, ground ball up the middle, picked up by Kipnis. And they'll step on the bag for out number 3. So to the bottom of the 10th we go. Washington has a lead. Mark Melancon coming in to close it for the Nationals. He's got, in the World Series, 1 save in 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 walk, and a strikeout. They're batting .286 against him. Gomes, who was the man that put the Indians in the tie position, hit the solo shot, will lead off, and then it'll be Ramirez and Kipnis. Pitch to Yan Gomes. Strikes him out. And now here comes Ramirez. The pitch. Walks Ramirez, who's 0 for 4. So the tying run is on. Kipnis represents the winning run. The pitch to Kipnis. Strikes him out, and the Nationals are 1 out away from taking their first series lead in the World Series of 2018 of this alternate sports universe. Francisco Lindor is the man. He's 0 for 2. Walked in the 1st, flew deep center in the 4th. Flew to right field in the 6th. However, Kipnis would score, making it 1-0 Cleveland, and then flew out to deep left center back in the 8th. Pitch to Lindor. And it hits him! The winning run is on. Melancon hits Lindor, and the Boo Birds rain down. Here comes Austin Jackson. Jackson, as we talk about constantly in Game 1, hit the 2-run shot in the top of the 9th at Nationals Park in Game 1 to win the game for the Indians. Can he do something similar here in Game 5 at home, the final game here at Progressive Field for the year 2018? The pitch by Melancon. This one, up the center. That's going to get down. Ramirez will score. We're tied up again. Lindor to 3rd. And that now means the winning run is 90 feet away for the Indians. Blake Trennan's going to come on to try to get the final out to send this one to the 11th. A pitcher's duel we had, and now runs are coming at a premium. Each team has only scored 3. Santana, who's 1 for 4, he hit the game-winning double to win Game 5. Can he hit a game-winning hit to win Game 3? Can he win Game 5? Similarly, the pitch to Santana. This one, fly ball into shallow right field. Murphy and Harper battling for it. Harper makes the grab, I believe. Yes, and we're going to the bottom of the 11th. It's 3-3. Wieters, Robinson, and Taylor do it for the Nationals. Pitch to Wieters. This one, ground ball into right field. Chisenhall fires it to Lindor to cut off the runner, and Wieters will have to hold at first. Here comes Robinson, still looking for that first World Series hit. He is 0 for 10 in the World Series. They have not used him, and this will probably be the last game they use him, because I don't think they're going to use him in Game 6 or 7 if necessary, because that'll be back at Nationals Park, where his DH services will not be needed. And if he's over in the 3 games he's here in Cleveland, there's no use using him. Pitch to Robinson. Robinson, ground ball, picked up by Lindor. Over to first for 1. And they get out number 1. So Robinson will be 0 for 5 today. That'll probably be his World Series unless they bring him in to pinch hit. Michael Taylor due up for Ontario. The pitch with Wieters on second. Taylor. Fly ball, high fly ball into right field. Brantley should be under it. He makes the grab. Wieters runs back to second. Is he going to tag up and go? No, he's going to stay at second. So 2 down, and here's Zimmerman, who's 1 for 4. With a single all the way back in the 3rd. Pitch to Zimmerman. Wieters going on the pitch. Wieters strikes out Zimmerman, and now Trennan will come in to face Encarnacion, Chisenhall, and Brantley. Encarnacion with a solo shot here would end the game. He struck out 3 times today. Pitch to Encarnacion. Strikeout number 4. So Chisenhall will come in, who's 1 for 3. He got a single back in the 2nd. Pitch by Trennan. This one. Fly ball into center field. Taylor ranging back, makes the grab for out number 2. Now here's Brantley, who's 1 for 4. Struck out his last time in the 9th, here in the 11th. Longest game we've seen is 11 innings in this World Series. That was the classic Game 3. We're going to go longer than that as we're headed to the 12th. Otero looks good as it'll be Turner, Heisley, and Murphy. Turner in the 10th hit his only homer to put the Nationals on top 3-2. Pitch to Turner. This one. Hopper towards Lindor. Lindor picks it up, fires to Santana in time for out number 1. And now here's Heisley. Heisley with the home run earlier to put them up 2-1 in the 8th. Struck out in the 10th. What will he do here in the 12th? This one, Hopper right at Lindor. Everybody's hitting towards that black hole known as Francisco Lindor. Fires to first for out number 2. Here comes Daniel Murphy, 2 for 5. He flew to very deep right center last time. Pitch to Murphy. This one, ground ball. Hit right at Kipnis. Kipnis picks it up, and that's going to be an easy out, number 3. So we're going to the bottom of the 12th. Still all knotted up at 3. Trennan might be a little tired. I think he'll face Gomes. Gomes has struck out 3 times. However, he finally got his first World Series hit, and it was a big one. It was a home run to tie it up at 2 in the 8th. In the 10th, he struck out. Pitch to Trennan, or by Trennan to Gomes. Strikes him out. And Sammy Solis will come in to pitch for the Nationals. And now here comes Ramirez, who's 0 for 4. Solis will bring his stats in a second. This one, fly ball into right field. Harper stays standing. He'll make the grab pretty easily for out number 2. Solis, no runs given up. He's pitched 1 inning. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, batting .333 against him. 2 down. Here's Kipnis, who's 2 for 5. 3 strikeouts today for Kipnis. And he walks Kipnis. So the winning run's on for the Indians. Here comes Lindor, who's 0 for 2 today. Throw over to first to check on Kipnis. He's safe. Solis delivers to Lindor. Kipnis on the move. Fly ball, center right field. Michael Taylor and Heisley both ready to go over to get it. And it is off the wall. Kipnis goes to second. Kipnis, I think, is going to go for 3 for the win. Throw by Turner to home, and it is going to be close. He's out at home. He is out at home. Wieters does a great job putting the tag on him, and we're going to the 13th. Wow. Great throw. Let's go through the replay real quick. Options, replay. One thing I do like about the 2018 version of Action PC Baseball, which will probably be one of the big reasons I get it for next year, is you can do a video replay. But so We'll have to do this. All right. Lindor swings. It's a deep fly ball to left center. Taylor racing back near the wall. It's off the wall. It'll be extra bases. Kipnis rounds third. He's going for the win. Taylor's throw. It'll be close. Kipnis dives for home. Wieters puts the tag on him. And a great throw by, who was that? Pretty sure it was Heisley. So Ontario will face Harper, Rendon, and Wieters. Pitch to Harper. Harper into right field for a base hit. So Harper's got his first hit in a long time. McAllister will now pitch for the Indians. They are burning through their bullpen, both teams, so this will make for a very interesting Game 6. Rendon, 1 for 4 today. He got a single back in the 6th. Harper, of danger to go. They throw to first to check on him. He's safe. Harper going for second. Gomes fires to second. Is it going to be in time? Is it going to be close? No! Harper's safe at second. And now here's Rendon. This one, fly ball, right field. High ball. Brantley should make the play, and he does. Harper will retreat back to second. Will he test Brantley's arm? No, he'll hold at second. So here's Wieters, who's 1 for 5. Pitch to Wieters. This one, line drive into center field. That's going to bring Harper around third. Harper's going to score unless they can beat him at second. Will they do that? No! Harper scores, and it's 4-3 Washington. Bryce Harper finally shows up for the Washington Nationals. And now here comes Clint Robinson, who's 0 for 5. He's going to get one more chance in this World Series. Pitch. Strikes him out. So now with 2 down, here comes Michael Taylor, who's 0 for 4. He's struck out, walked, grounded out, and flown out, so he's done all 3 of them. The pitch as Wieters is going. And they walk Taylor. Interesting that McAllister let him go. McAllister, they think, can go about 80 pitches. So here comes Zimmerman, who struck out 3 times today. Pitch to Zimmerman. Not going to be a strikeout here. Fly ball along the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. It's not. So it's just a long strike. The full count to Zimmerman. This one, Hopper along the third base line. Fielded by Ramirez to Santana for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 13th. Washington leads it 4-3. Solis appearing pretty good to try to close this one out. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors. It'll be Jackson, Santana, and Encarnacion due up for the Tribe. Solis pitches to Jackson, who's 3 for 5, 3 hits today. He's got a single, a double, and a pair of doubles. Pitch to Jackson. This one, ground ball on the third base line. Pass Rendon for a base hit, and the tying runs on. Austin Jackson, welcome back to the World Series. As he was the hero for him in Game 1, he's putting in his part here in Game 5. Santana, 1 for 5, that lone hit came in the second. Pitch by Solis to Santana. Santana, line drive into right field. It's down. Jackson will go to third. Is he going to test Heisley's arm for the win? No, as Jackson will hold at third. And now here comes, or for the tie, sorry. Here comes Edwin Encarnacion, who struck out 4 times today. And they're playing the squeeze play. Solis with the delivery. And he walks Encarnacion. The bases are loaded. Winning run is in scoring position for the Indians. With nobody down, a bad situation if you are the Nationals. Pitch to Chisenhall. And that one's fouled off. Wieters, the 1-2. And he walks him, and the game's tied. They walk in a run to tie the game. And now here comes Michael Brantley, who is 1 for 5. And the game is all tied up. So we're either going to the 14th or this will end very interestingly. Here we go. Brantley 1 for 5. Got a single back in the 7th. And that actually scored a run. Or no, that got Encarnacion thrown out at home. All right, Solis, the pitch to Brantley. Unbelievable! They walk Brantley. Santana scores, and the Indians win Game 5. Oh, my goodness. Does this series have anything left for us? And the Nationals lose Game 5. It's very reminiscent of the way they dispatched the Arizona Diamondbacks in Game 5 of the NLDS last year. They made the Diamondbacks lose thanks to a walk-off walk. Oh, my goodness. If you are watching this thing on demand, leave a comment, please. Be active in the chat room. I want to hear your comments as we now change it to Cleveland leads the series 1 win away from their first world championship since 1948. Wow. And you got to wonder if this is going to be one of those series that's just destined for a Game 7. It's been a pattern. It's Cleveland wins one, then Washington wins one. Cleveland wins one, then Washington wins one. Cleveland wins one, then Washington, and now Washington wins one, and now Cleveland wins one again. Final score 4-5. It ends on a walk-off walk of all things. McAllister with the win, Solis with the loss, and Jackson, yep, he's your MVP, and he is looking like a possible World Series MVP. Holy cow. 11 hits. Let's look at this box score. All right, Jackson, Austin Jackson, from the 1, 2, 3, the cleanup spot. He goes 6 for 4 with an RBI, 2 doubles, batting .667. Yeah, he's definitely the front runner for MVP. Should Cleveland win this? And that is just recap. Like, look at this. In the 13th, scored 2 runs on 2 hits. Lonnie Chisenhall walked, scoring Austin Jackson to tie the score, and then Brantley walked, scoring Santana to win the game. A walk-off walk for Cleveland. It doesn't get any more odd than that. And I'm telling you, this World Series has everything. Only thing we're missing is a walk-off homer. Who knows? Maybe that's saved for a World Championship winning play. Well, it's go time if you are the Nationals. So let's hit exit. Let's figure out who the starters for Game 6 on Saturday night are going to be. Actually, let's do this. Let's just do display capture. Yep. Wait, hold on. I need to put that in another scene. That way it doesn't overdo. Sorry, 1 second. That way we can just view it all together. But what a game. What a heartbreaker. If you are the Washington Nationals, you're kind of getting deja vu of... Did I really show that? Yes, I did. You're kind of getting deja vu of really all of this. I mean, that is a heartbreaking loss. I mean, Washington They've been to the World Series in my fictional sports universe 3 years in a row. I mean, come on, what more do you got? What more do they have to do to win one? All right, Washington. Let's look at their roster. Their daily starters. Oh, no. Where are you? Bullpen rotation. There you go. So, Scherzer starts today, which means we're probably going to see Roark in Game 6. And for Cleveland, we're probably going to see Tomlin in Game 6, which means Game 7, if necessary, probable starters. Bauer and not Toronto. Bauer and Strasburg. So that's going to be fun. So Game 6 in Washington will take place Saturday. That'll be around 6 o'clock Eastern time. So Washington back against the wall as they return the series home. Will they lose at home for the second year in a row, or will they somehow find a way to get to Game 7? This is the first time in their 3 World Series that they have not led the series once, because both years they've made it before. They beat Toronto in Game 1, so took a series lead. And I think they actually went up 2-0 on the Twins last year, but ended up losing that one in 7. So Nationals got to be creeping out a little bit. So thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have Game 6 on Saturday. We're going to take a break tomorrow. I'm probably going to acquire all the new games that we talked about earlier that get ready for the continuation of our football season and all of that stuff. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys when the ball flies at Nationals Park for Game 6. Will the Indians win it all for the first time since 1948 on Saturday night? Or will the Nationals force a do-or-die Game 7? Those answers when we return on Saturday night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you guys.